What's good, everybody? Winew in the building, and this is going to be a sit-down video where I'm gonna talk or tell you about the reasons why you should be excited about the NBA play-in tournament and the stories going into the play-in and my personal predictions for the play-in tournament. Alright, if you like the types of contents like this where I'm just sitting down and this is completely all unscripted or I'm just rambling about the NBA, leave a like and subscribe because lots and lots of more contents like this will be coming up very soon. So let's get on with the video. Today was the last day of the NBA regular season. We got to see Bradley Beal playing with his injury, trying to become the NBA scoring champion, but Steph Curry dropping 46 points to become the NBA scoring champion, joining Michael Jordan as the only players to be 33 years old and above to become the NBA scoring champion. We also got to see the Utah Jazz clinching as the best record or best team record in the NBA regular season right now or for this season with 52 and 20, becoming or clinching the number one seed in the whole NBA playoffs. So they always have the home court advantage. Alright. And lastly, we also have the official list for the play-in tournament. Alright. The play-in tournament was something a lot of players complained about, going with Luka, Draymond, and the latest with Lebron James, but the NBA continued to do so with their play-in program. And now we get to see LeBron versus Steph Curry in the play. This is a crazy, crazy play-in tournament, yo. Like, we get to see LeBron versus Steph Curry playing. That was the finals for like 3, 4 years, bro. And we get to see it now in the play. And Lakers becoming defending champions, which they could even fall if they lose just 2 games in the play-in tournament, which I doubt they wouldn't, because I think they would win this game versus the Warriors. So that's my prediction for this. But the Lakers won 5 straight games going to the play-in, and the Golden State won the last 6 games going to the play-in. So they're both hot right now. They're both hot right now. And the Lakers are back completely healthy. And now we have Golden State as well, with Steph Curry still being on fire after scoring 46 points. So this is going to be a crazy, crazy matchup. And for me, I am going with the Lakers. But if you look if you look at the standings right now for the Western Conference, that's my complete or that's my final standing. You know what I'm saying? Because Memphis and San Antonio, Memphis is going to win that. Like Memphis, they're on fire. When Ja was there and Jaren wasn't there, they were always there. San Antonio was always on the top. Like they were always on the top. They were like last time I think they were like the 6th seed, right? And they had a bit off with also DeMar DeRozan also sometimes being out. And DeMar DeRozan's playing very very good. Same with Keldon Johnson was on fire earlier in the regular season. They turned it a bit off in the second half of the season, so they went down 10th seed. And now we have Ja and Jaren, and that matchup will be good. But Memphis is going to take that win. So it's going to be Warriors versus Memphis, with Lakers already being the 7th seed. And I have the Warriors taking that one because I want to see Steph Curry in the playoffs with only him. I know Draymond is there and Clay is not yet there, but Clay will be back next year. And this is going to be a good matchup, bro. It could be like the We Believe, but I don't think they're like the We Believe Warriors. Like literally, I don't think they're like that. But we get to see LeBron and Steph Curry in the play-in tournament. We got to see them in the playoffs. So that's my prediction. So it will be Utah versus Golden State and Phoenix versus Lakers. That is going to be a crazy game. Especially the story is if the Lakers could go back to back, could they become the next team or the first team, the next team to have the lowest seed to become an NBA champion, beating the 6th-seeded Houston Rockets in 1995. So that is a story that everyone needs to watch out, especially with this playoffs or going to play into the playoffs. If the Lakers could still go back to back. Now let's go to the East side. And the East is crazy. Right? We have Boston, Washington, Indiana, and Charlotte. Charlotte was like number 6 or number 5 one time. But then Lamelo was out, Rozier was out, sometimes Devontae was also out. So they really dropped. They really dropped. And when Melo came back, they were back in the mood. They were back in the groove. Washington, if you don't know the story of Washington, Washington was literally the worst team in the league in the early parts of the season. Like, they were literally the worst team in the league. They couldn't even take a win. If you remember that time, they couldn't even take a win, especially with Westbrook and Bradley Beal. Like Bradley Beal, like contemplating if you wanna leave. If you remember those days, you see them now in the play. And with Boston, they should be even higher. Like, but with their roster not being that good or not being that deep, and with the injury of Jalen Brown, they really were down bad. Like they were literally down bad right now. And looking at this one, Boston versus Washington, I'm gonna take Washington right here. Like Westbrook is on fire, averaging like 182, betting 182 triple doubles. That's crazy. But this is gonna be a Washington game. Like this is gonna be a Washington game. Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. If Bradley Beal is healthy, yeah, I forgot about that. If Bradley Beal is healthy and he could play back good, that's gonna be a game for them. And Indiana and Charlotte. Indiana has also been great, but due to injury and protocols, they were literally off. Like they were literally off. But I'm having Indiana take this. Charlotte, I know your future is very bright with LaMelo Ball, but this is going to be like the literally the Indiana's time, which means they're going to fight Boston, and I'm going to take with Boston. I want to see Boston versus Philadelphia. Like that matchup would be so fun, especially if there was especially if Kemba is good and healthy, and you also have. It's only sad to see that Jalen Brown's not there, but that matchup would be fire. Also, the story of Washington versus Brooklyn. That story would be fire because Kyrie and Durant, there were only two those. Then you have the former teammate of KD and Westbrook, which was James Harden joining KD and Kyrie. The next, the current trio versus Westbrook and Beal, which was Westbrook supposed to be Kyrie, and that was back in 2012. That would be crazy, bro. That would be a fire story. It's like Bradley. It's like Westbrook versus them all, or like Westbrook and Beal versus them all, the super team. And it's like Brooklyn was everyone's favorite, and you could have Westbrook destroying his former best friends, his former teammates, and going up to the second round and upsetting this. And looking at this one, bro, all the ones who could become in the play-in tournament, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that we could have an upset. Like we could have an upset. We could have to go back what I say with the Lakers and Phoenix, or like the Utah and Golden State. I'm not shocked if Golden State takes down Utah or Lakers takes down Phoenix. I'm not shocked if my Washington Wizard prediction is correct and Washington takes down Brooklyn. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if Boston beats Philly, because Philly was one of the best teams in the league. With a dominant Bradley, with a dominant Joel Embiid, who was supposed to become MVP, but due to his injury, he went down below. And then we also have Ben Simmons becoming defensive player of the year, and they're going to lose with a Boston without Jalen Brown. That's going to be crazy, bro. But hey, man, this play-in tournament has a lot of stories in it. Like we could see even Ja Morant flying, and beating all odds, becoming the eighth seed. Like legit, bro. I can see even Ja Morant just flying and just being his Grizzly. Ja Morant, I'm on my Grizzly. That J. Cole verse. I could see that happen. I could also see a LaMelo Showtime. I could see almost everything. But those are my only play-in predictions. I have Lakers and Warriors becoming the seventh and eighth seed, and Washington and Boston becoming the seventh and eighth seed. Like, yo, that's gonna be tough, bro. That's gonna be tough. Making the playoffs more exciting to watch because of all the stories would be there and everything is going to happen. What are your thoughts down below? And what are your predictions as well? And also, leave a like and comment if you want like more videos like this coming up very soon. I'll see you soon. Peace.